Hello and welcome to episode 2 of the Joker Out Subs podcast. Today I will be reading a translation of an online article published on the 6th of November 2023 by Suzy magazine, a subsidiary of the Slovenian newspaper Slovenske novice. The author of the article is Polona Bohoric. Ode to Joker Out. What do these guys have that is lacking in the world? Respect to everyone, to their roots, to the world. Compassion, the desire to be human. Playfulness, that inexhaustible companion of creativity. Fever. I actually don't even remember when and how I got the Joker Out fever. What attracted me? The lyrics, for sure. Words have always been a sacred tie for me, a fundamental element. Rhythms and melodies were not far behind. Likeable, enough to awaken my attention, followed by a curiosity and then the excitement of discovery. Charisma, honesty, open-mindedness, the incredibly complementary collection of members, both in personality and in their image, works as if they had been put together by some giant professional American or English production company. But they have built themselves, step by step as it seems since childhood, with resolution, with learning, with a freshness of their own which is brimming in them and which they are showering over people far and wide. Material that is good enough to set one small country on fire, and this fever knows no bounds and is spreading. In a world where we are all the media, it is not that hard to create one hit, but keeping and stacking the material to maintain and even increase the temperature is a task that many have already undertaken. Only few succeed. The first time I heard the song Novi Val, which is becoming the anthem of a whole generation, I was as struck as if I had opened a textbook with instructions on how to exist and at the same time embrace life. Youth is always finding its own way. Circumstances are constantly changing. The rebellion of yesterday is not the same as the rebellion of today. However, the inner strength that drives the world forward is the same. Authenticity. There are 5 of them, 5 points of a star. Their roles in the 5-pointed community are so natural, it doesn't matter who occupies which place, when or why, but more importantly that they blend in with the others, just as the points in a star blend together. What matters is that everyone enjoys it, playing, complementing, and growing. I perceive them as coexisting in total acceptance of one another. If they have made their way to the stage by walking the road laid before them by their role models, this influence has brought them to a point where they seem to have found not just each other, but their own star. One role stands out despite their unity. This role is not called frontman for nothing. He is simply in the foreground, born for the stage regardless where or with whom, but at the same time a sensitive soul and a perfectionist. I was struck by how subtly he slowly turned the stage spotlights onto his friends in the band so that they all came out of their shells or got rid of their reservations. The wisdom of a leader, hats off. Mastery. The boys are precise and skilled in their work, although, or maybe because of it, their performances in smaller clubs seem casual, as if they had just dropped in on their way. Their mileage of being on stage is noticeable. They give off the feeling of an old, well-rehearsed rock band. But the magic happens when the audience feels that the pleasure is theirs. The wave that lights up on the stage ripples in both directions. A crowd of a few hundred or a few thousand, there is no great difference in the response, is spellbound from the first to the last chord. This desire to move with everyone on and below the stage is more than the individual bras, bracelets and glasses, which are already becoming a collection. It is a powerful force of invisibly woven feelings, emotions, memories and visions. It is the enthusiasm of youth, regardless of age. Who is part of the generation of love and hope? The Stojica Stadium gave me the answers. A 6-year-old girl, sitting calmly cross-legged on the slightly raised technical prop in the arena, silently moves her lips with each word in the song, and as the boys leave the stage she wisely observes, it's not over yet, Carpe Diem is still missing. Her father, who looks at her with wide-eyed pride. 13-year-old best friends, accompanied by one of their mothers, experiencing the ecstasy of each song individually. Their own experience follows the band and the stage, and with the obligatory recording on the phone, they sing to each other, confessing and commanding each verse with the full conviction that it is theirs. The mother is stoically tolerating what is happening, obviously aware of the importance of this moment for her daughter. In the stands, the seats are not filled because all the ticket holders are on their feet, dancing, singing, and they undulate. Fans and admirers in a crowded fan pit who have been preparing for this moment of unity for 6, 8, 10 months. Friends and colleagues of the five guys, scattered all over the arena, keep a watchful eye on every move. 2 ladies in their 50s, standing next to a fence, dancing and reliving their youth. Slovenia, Europe, the world. 27 countries are present in one space and united in one chorus. An ode to youth, rebellion, trust and determination. It lasts for 2 hours in this place, but lives in the heart in each moment, pulsating in a single beat. No, it is not hypnosis. It is a wave of hope and trust, a belief that youth can do anything. This youth is not really defined by numbers. Values. What do these guys have that is lacking in the world? Surely something deep, something that every young heart naturally longs for. When it merges into the same river with them, that deepness can be drunk in long draughts. Respect. To everyone, to their roots, to the world. Compassion, the desire to be human. Playfulness, that inexhaustible companion of creativity. Cooperation and cohesion, powerful weapons to prevent the ego from growing like a wild weed. The ability to maintain distance without arrogance, the ability to accept without becoming greedy. Gratitude and modesty, these two keep your feet firmly on the ground. Courage and hope, 2 invincible forces that help to spur and tame even the wildest horses and lift them up to the unknown, the incredible, the dreamlike. I perceive their strong mindsets through their gestures, words, concerts, interviews. Although it is quite clear how responsibly and professionally they have embarked on their journey, I hope that the weight of what they have already experienced does not press them into too much deliberation about the way forward. I sincerely wish them to remain in tune with their authenticity, childishly mischievous, youthfully seductive, and juicily mature. This world is already all theirs. Thank you for listening, and you can find the original translation of the article on our Tumblr.